Good morning, church. Welcome to this week's Reset for Life. I'm Pastor Andrew. Have you ever been in part of a group, or a group project or endeavor, and one of the members of the group wanted to take the credit for everything? I have been in a few situations where that has actually happened. In those moments, you feel a bit angry or upset at the fact that your part in the project has been totally dismissed. You are upset because you think that you are not getting the credit you deserve. Or have you been in a situation where people are fighting about who the better leader is and who they want to follow? Sometimes in workplaces, people are divided because they feel they can get behind one leader, while others think another person would be better. Or maybe even in sports you see it. If you're a sports person, you'll understand this. There are times where the GM and the head coach are not seeing things the same way. So the organization gets a bit fractured because some see it the way the coach sees it and others see it the way the GM sees it. And they get into a bit of an argument. In the book of 1 Corinthians, the people are arguing about who gets the credit for building the church there and who is the better leader. Some are saying they will follow Paul, while others are saying they will follow Apollos, another leader of the church. Paul was the one who started the church at Corinth, but his response to the people is great. If you look at 1 Corinthians chapter 3, starting at verse 4, it says this: "For one says, I follow Paul, and another, I follow Apollos. Are you not mere human beings? What after all is Apollos, and what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes it grow." As we continue our But God series, Paul states to the people that it doesn't matter who is the better leader. It doesn't matter who should be the leader, because anything that grows because of God. It continues to say in verse 8 that the one who plants and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. For we are co-workers in God's service. We need to understand a few things here. Firstly, we need to remember that God doesn't look at our titles. An attitude of competition worries about who gets the credit for success, which is really a selfish concern. The Bible tells us that we are all co-workers when it comes to service to God. No one is greater than the other, so we don't need to be looking for recognition. It's nice when we get it, don't get me wrong, but our desire shouldn't be that, nor should we worry if we don't get it. A cooperative effort over time generally results in an achievement far greater than what an individual can do on their own. So wouldn't it make sense that if you want to do something impactful for God, that you incorporate others walking beside you? Secondly, our job is to plant and to water. This can be key in whatever you're doing, whether it be at work or our neighborhood or whatever. Some of us plant while others water. And whatever task you have, you need to be okay with that. Whether you're a planter or you're the waterer, you are all equal in God's sight. That's what Paul was trying to tell the people. He was reminding them that he and Apollos are servants of the Most High God, and they have nothing to boast about because it is God who does it all. Thirdly, verse 8 stated, God will reward you according to their own labor. God will reward you for what you do and what you put into it. The people you work with may get the outward appreciation, but that's all they're going to get. It really means nothing. I would rather receive the rewards of God than the appreciation of man. Which leads me to my fourth and most important point. God is the one who makes everything in your life grow. So the scripture says, but God has been making everything grow. We can never forget the fact that anything that has grown in our lives has only grown because God has increased it. This is a humbling truth because there are times we forget about this and we take much pride in what we do. We say to ourselves, look what I have done. However, we forget that God is the one working behind the scenes and causing things to flourish in our lives. As you continue throughout your day, understand that recognition is not the important thing. And as you think about what God has done and how He makes things grow, be appreciative knowing that we serve a great God, a God that gives us the strength and the ability to help in what He's doing, because He's the one that brings the increase. Have a great day, church.